Hey guys, I'm here. We are back for episode 9 of season 8 of The Flash. We're just going to kind of jump into things. So guys, if you're part of the 75% of people that are watching this channel, whether you've been a long-time watcher, not yet subscriber, or if you're new, by the end of this, and if you enjoy the reaction, you end up hitting that button and joining our Flash family. That being said, guys, if you want to see the full-length, unedited reaction to this episode or any of the other ones, you can check those out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gets you access as well. Along with those, you also get access to full-length movie watch-alongs that are over there for you guys that you actually get to choose or help vote on what gets added to that list at the end of each month. Monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage, try to make it worth your while since you're going out of your way to support the channel. But of course, I know not everybody can do that. A simple way to help us out, though, is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, and help us with that dreaded supervillain known as the YouTube algorithm. That all said down the way, guys, let's go ahead and jump into this episode. Here we go.
Almost at the goal line.
Hey! Dion's here for a checkup.
A few months and I'm not due for another treatment quite yet, but I appreciate you checking.
Hey, gotta check yourself before you wreck yourself.
I mean, she did just kind of like flash forward, excuse the phrase, in the previous episode. Not the previous episode, but the episode before that.
Lately I've been forgetting things. For instance, there was this dinner at my dad's and Dad.
Blinked forward in time.
You want to start moving in and out of timelines again. It's news to me, because I remember something like that.
Yeah, that time I got erased, though, didn't it? Yeah, so I guess none of them would remember that bit.
I'm picking up mutations, like ones I've never seen before. Actually, it could mean a lot of things. Might even be a side effect of my treatments. I force Sibs to see if they can help me figure this out.
Force Sibs.
1 minute they're listening to show tunes, getting all weepy on the couch, and then the next they got last-minute tickets to Dearbon Hansen in Metropolis.
Kaylin's over in Metropolis. That's interesting.
Chester? Yeah, right?
Yeah, sorry. This all-nighter's got me.
What was that about?
The moment we get a hit, I'll be fast enough to get there in time. And we can end this before anyone else gets hurt.
Does Chester know one of them?
I got restless, so here I am.
Sue's back.
Iris? Hi, you good?
Yeah, I'm great. Yeah, so
God, she's so hot.
All right, I have got to jet to Coast City. We own a string of luxury hotels I have to go inspect. Sounds fun? No, it's boring as hell. It's popping up on socials as hashtag Coast City Phantom.
This sounds like a new meta. I wonder how they got their power.
You don't mind staying in posh 5-star hotel suites, do you?
I'll go. You will? Yeah. I can.
Oh, great.
Road trip. Oh. Let's go. Okay.
I think Allegra actually wanted to go.
Matter just turned up at 138 South Dearborn Road. What the hell?
Ooh, Black Flame.
Did you find them?
Barry, what's happening?
It's Itachi.
I'm too late.
Amaterasu.
Oh, Fahrenheit 451.
Wow. Yeah, let's not touch it.
An 8-inch vacuum sealed borosilicate canister with an ionic fuse base and cap. I'll be right back. Yeah.
Dude, hell yeah.
I triangulated the last few Coast City Phantom sightings posted to social media.
Is that the sign for Ferris Airways?
With all that going on, you're still really eager to help this new meta become the streak part 2. And taking some of this off your plate.
She needed to get away from this sickness. There we are.
I'm Iris West Allen with the Central City Citizen Media.
Never heard of it.
Fair enough. And this is her landlord. Really just want to talk to you and see if there's any way that we can help you. What's your name?
I'm not telling you that.
Order for Tanya? Oh,
You are made up of dark matter, and this app helps us find just that.
Oh, we got more of those.
yeah, that went well.
And it is a little weird for them to just kind of pop in on somebody anonymously like that and just like be like, hey, by the way, we want you to now start being a superhero. We need you to start being, I want to tell your story. They might not want that.
Plus, maybe she can help us find a connection between all three victims. Just call me if you find anything.
What is going on with Chester, man? What the fuck?
No.
How did it get out? It's burning blueprints. Nah, Chester? You alright, my guy? Is it sentient? Oh no. Oh, he was dreaming. Oh, thank God. Is he afraid of fire or what's going on?
We don't have that kind of time. I mean, Tanya can walk through walls. I mean, she could be anywhere.
Well, until this downloads, we have the rest of the day to come up with a better idea.
We need to narrow down all the places that we think that she might be and search them.
Great. And we can talk about the real problem while we're doing it.
Get wrecked.
What if I'm not the only one running? I think I know where to find her.
All right. All right. The fuck is going on with Chester, man?
I mean, you have to examine victims and run tests on bodies. That's a lot of pressure. We're all in this together, right?
All in this together.
This is just another dream.
No, it's not.
What the hell? Well, great. That's lovely.
Plus, their fire leaves no trace.
Like a ghost.
Vegas mirror.
There we go again.
Where are you going?
If somebody is controlling the fire remotely, I'm gonna search the city until I find them. Stay on comms.
On it.
Full city sweep.
She's not here. How did you get... I thought you two helped people.
Oh, she does. Me, it depends on my mood.
Your birth mother worked at that Jitters. This apartment was her last known address.
Yeah, she's a damn good reporter.
Let us help you find her.
It's just a paper.
Okay, that person in the fire.
Yeah, apparently I missed something because my feed cut out.
That's who's in the fire. And I know that because that's how he died. But for some reason, he's come back.
What the fuck?
And I could hear my dad shouting for help.
What the hell?
I don't believe in ghosts, and neither do you. Which is why we have to figure out what's really going on.
This is weird as fuck, man.
What's going on?
We're not sure yet. We got cold fires on multiple levels and it's spreading.
And they're all headed our way.
Great. Oh. What the hell?
The despair that I'm sensing, it's not just from you. It's like I can feel the pain of thousands thousands of people.
What the hell?
All right, listen to me. You guys need to evacuate while you still can.
No, we're not leaving you behind.
Are these things like consuming the souls of the people they've burned?
All that grief.
Whoa.
Chester, everything that's inside of you, it's moving from you into it.
What the hell?
Oh my God, it's feeding on your grief, Chester. You have to let it go.
Because that's easy.
It's lying to you, honey. It wants you to stay trapped inside of your sadness because it's hungry.
What is this thing, man?
If he saw my workshop,
Oh.
they're my real family. And you're not my dad. So why don't you just go to hell?
The fuck is this thing, man? A boggart? That can't be the end of it.
A little help from my friends.
Man, I really wish I would have saw that scene earlier.
So we're not looking for a separate fire meta.
No. The will to seek out victims to kill, need to satisfy its hunger at all costs,
It's a predator.
which means the flames aren't being used by the killer. They are the killer.
Because they're alive.
What the hell? Living flames. That's new. It's not ringing any bells for me either.
When we help each other deal with it,
Is what makes us family. So I have some filing I need to do.
She's like, I'm getting out of here.
You know, I'll always be there for you.
I do. And for the record, you're a very big part of my life, too.
Now smash. Right there.
Dearbon Corporation owns an entire city block in downtown Coast City.
Oh, she rich.
Yeah, you forget about it. Was thinking that with powers like hers, she could be a hero too.
Like the streak?
I mean, why not? That worked out.
She, is this going to be a setup for a new Team Flash member or maybe for Justice U
I'm glad you decided to stay in Coast City a little longer.
or Legionnaire?
You found out what's wrong with me.
And it ain't good news.
Ugh. Great. Speak? No. Mm-mm. Stinger? Credits. Fuck you. This was a weird episode, man. It had it did have a little bit of this like serial killer spooky vibe to it all. With this Blackfire and Chester's dreams. And we're learning that it's more of like a predator that preys on intense emotions. And the title of the episode was Phantoms, and we had two of those. We had the flame itself, and then of course the Phantom, the ghost meta in Coast City. Where's that going to go? I don't know. I don't recognize her name, or at least it's not ringing a bell at the moment. But I do recall a few heroes with that ability, or maybe just one. And I feel like they're a Legionnaire, at least the one I'm thinking of. But I could kind of be misremembering. I don't know. But of course, if you're a Marvel person, Kitty Pryde, very familiar with that. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. Didn't expect it. I don't know where that's going to go. Like I said, it has a couple of possible directions that could go. Spinoff, new team member, new recurring character, maybe setting up for Diggle's show, Justice U, assuming that gets picked up. And like they did kind of address like in this as well that there's metas in other cities. There wasn't a dark matter explosion or anything over there. And it was like acknowledging that, that's not the only way metas can exist on Earth Prime. It's not just the particle accelerator exploding or DeVoe's black hole opening up. That's not the only thing that's causing these metas to be born anymore. They're discovering at least that there are latent meta genes, which we've seen obviously explored in Black Lightning as well. Though most of those were also part of that experimentation that was going on. I don't think, if I remember right, I don't think any of those were actually naturally born, but they weren't dark matter created metas. Then of course we got aliens with powers and stuff all over the place in this Earth. So it is what it is, man. They're going to pop up, and it's more or less like the X gene. It can be triggered by intense emotions. It can be triggered purely from, maturation. There's lots of ways that it can come to fruition, and we got some more. We're starting to expand a little bit. Caitlin's on vacation in Metropolis. Depending on when this is taking place, Superman may not be there. I won't say anything if you're not watching the show. But I like when they bring up the other cities and stuff. And I saw the Ferris Airways sign when we went to Coast City. Again, it's not the first time we've talked about Ferris Airways. So I don't know. We'll see where things kind of go from here. I don't really know what to talk about. Iris's time sickness, Dion's investigating it. We don't know anything. He's learned something about it, but we obviously didn't get that information in this episode, so we're going to have to hold off on that until next week, more than likely. Barry and Iris are staying apart while they figure out their own separate things. Barry still doesn't really know the extent of what's going on with her, how she's feeling right now. I feel like there should be some opening up of that. But Iris was just kind of like trying to ignore it all in this episode until Sue kind of gave her that pep talk. Having Sue around was a fun dynamic in this episode. I always like seeing her around for more than one reason, but still no cat suit in this episode. Sad. But yeah, Chuck and Allegra bonding a little bit more. I wish they would just get to the point at this point. And I like this thing is like giving off all of these emotions. Like it's this combination of like a Dementor and a Boggart. Like as it can take the form of something, but not like your greatest fear or anything like that. It can take the form of something it can use to tempt you. That it can pull your grief out of you as a way to bring you to it in a way. Kind of like a anglerfish, luring in its prey with the light. But it's incorporeal, and it doesn't appear the same way to everybody, because like they said, like Chuck was the only one that saw his father when they looked at it. They just saw like a faceless, formless flame or figure. I can only assume that's what they saw, because unfortunately in my version of the show I missed that scene, because like it just cut and then Barry was there and then the flame thing was gone. So yeah, I missed that bit. This episode was all right. I actually liked last week's episode better than this one, to be honest. The whole hotness episode, I kind of enjoyed it more than this one. I do think I'd like this one more than the Kramer and Goldface one, though. No, I actually think I did like the Fast 2 more than this one. I don't know. But I've enjoyed the first 2 episodes, so that's not like this is a slight against the episode, but it's interesting. I just need to know where it's going. I'm so confused. Oh, I feel like we danced around like so much. Like I feel like they tried to see, like I feel like we learned a lot, but at the same time learned nothing about this thing. Barry's powers, again, his utilization of them in different situations, I like it. They are definitely keeping him at this elevated rate. From him just kind of like turning invisible, him phasing, him disappearing out of a crime scene, reappearing with what he needed, and then him phasing himself and Frost out of that situation when they were surrounded by these black flames. And yeah, it getting into Star Labs and rocking Chester as a way to kind of like weaken the defenses of this place. I just want to know why it honed in on Chester. Is this like the anniversary of his father's death? Because I don't remember that actually being explicitly stated. Why was he so distraught? Was it because this thing was pulling that out of him? Did it already target him because they contained it and he was the one that was holding it, and so it latched onto him? I don't know. I've got a lot of questions about how this thing works, but like they've kind of determined it seems to be, hunting, thinking, feeling. It's not really like necessarily malicious from what they've gathered so far, but it seems more like it's its own entity, its own thought and consciousness, its own creature. Not necessarily a human or a meta, but like something else. Like a meta predator or some shit. Like, I don't know. I'm so confused and intrigued about what the hell this thing is and what they're going to do with it and what's going on with Iris and where this is going to go, as well as this new meta she's trying to help. I guess we'll see. Guys, what did you think of this episode? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join us in our Discord. We could talk about it there as well. Links to that and all my socials in the description box below. I hope you follow me in each and every one of those. Remember, if you want to see the full-length unedited reaction to this, it's on Patreon. Or if you become a member on the channel, it gets you access as well. And speaking of, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends, Mandy Sherritt, Ryan Karen, Philly Vane, Yori, Corey Scott, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, Nate Prouty, and Melita. Thank you guys, as always, for your continued support, and everybody who's been tuning into the channel. Thank you all, and I'll see you all next week with the next episode of The Flash. Take care, everybody.